Basketball fans, welcome back. So, as per recording of this video, the BAL Sahara Conference came to a close yesterday, and in this one, I'll be talking about the Kriol Star versus US Monastir game. So, this was a very interesting game. Kriol Star have been on a roll, and as per recording of this video, the tournament is over, and Kriol Star, Petro de Luanda, and US Monastir made it to the BAL playoffs, and unfortunately, AS Ville de Dakar, the home team that was supposed to defend home court, couldn't make it. But I will be dropping a series of videos talking about each game, and also I'll round up what exactly happened in the Kalahari Conference that happened a few weeks ago and the recently concluded Sahara Conference. So, this game, Kriol Star versus US Monastir, the final score was 91-83. So let's just talk about this. So this was an interesting game. Kriol Star have shown that they have what it takes to compete in BAL, and they have been taking apart teams. I mean, the home team have not even been able to mount any defense or offense to take apart Kriol Star. And Kriol Star, it was interesting. They were able to finish off with a 3-3 record, which I'm going to go ahead and talk about. But in this game in particular, I was monitoring US Monastir's performance. So the biggest challenge that Kriol Star would have had before even in this tournament is how will they be able to handle the Ville Dakar's offense and defense, and be able to show me that they could win those two games at the clutch. And against US Monastir, I always had like that. I was iffy about this matchup, but US Monastir were able to come up with the win. And if you look at this game closely, you will see that this whole matchup with Kriol Star, they didn't back down at all, even despite the loss. I was very excited when I saw this game, and shooting wise, USM shot 55% from the field, and if you look at even Kriol Star's shooting, wasn't bad at all because they shot 48% from the field. And the most interesting stat that I saw in this game was how USM were able to knock down the three ball at an efficient clip. They shot 50% from downtown as compared to Kriol Star. So Kriol Star, had they made more threes, had they been able to at least convert 12 to 13 threes and at least match the threes, this game would have gone to overtime, or they might have won this game. But hey, it is what it is. So whatever happened in this game. But luckily enough, Kriol Star did not back down. I mean, the biggest problem that I've seen, especially when it comes to African teams, is manufacturing the shot from downtown. That is the biggest problem. But when inside, making sure that to capitalize on the field goals, Kriol Star made the game close to that. And they shot 22 of 37, that's 59%. And USM 58, that was 20 of 34 shooting. So this was fairly decent, and I was expecting Kriol Star to go ahead and finish inside and make sure that they can capitalize on all the shots inside. And they actually did that, and I really enjoyed it because they have shown that they have the ability to capitalize on people's mistakes, and they can be able to do that easily. And in this one, it was great. They were able to out-rebound the US Monastir. They had 20 assists despite the loss, 8 steals, and 4 blocks. And the US Monastir, they led with 29 assists in this game. So team-oriented basketball all through. And when it came even to the free throw line, majority of Kriol Stars, free throws, they were able to knock them down at an 87% clip. By far, this is close to the highest. And even despite the loss, you could see that they had something going on. So you had Joel Mtabwe from Kriol Star. He had a team high 21 points, and he not only 21 points, he had also 10 rebounds as well. And if you look at US Monastir, you could see Patrick Hardy Jr. and Firas Layani were all over the place. Patrick Hardy Jr. had a game high 29 points. And this was awesome because you need your star players to go ahead and do something. And not only did he lead in points, but also led in assists with 7 assists. So he was just wheeling and dealing in there. Firas Layani, he had 7 rebounds, and Eldridge 6. Babakar Sani, he had 4. I mean, the your Monastir team, we are used to seeing Romdan Slimani in there, Denga Kuthi was there. But in this one, Patrick Hardy Jr., Firas Lahiani, Romdan Slimani, they did their thing in there and they were able to go ahead and win this ball game. And this was so important because when I look at these matchups, you expect your top players to go ahead and do some significant damage. And this game was a quiet one for Ivan Almeida. He had 20 points, 5 rebounds. He was 6 of 11, so it was rather quiet for him. And I was keen to monitor his performance. And he had that quiet 20-point game, and he has been one of the most important pieces for Kriol Star. And I've liked the way Kriol Star just play. But Joel Almeida, he had the worst game. He only had 3 points in this one on 1 of 7 shooting. But man, it was sad. But if you look at the US Monastir team, Denga Kuth was there, but he had a quiet 13. Firas Layani, he had 15 points and 7 rebounds. Romdan Slimani, he had a quiet 13 points and 5 assists in there. So we expect, even you expect like US Monastir to go ahead and, bank on the experience, because through the years they've been altering the roster a lot, and you expect this team to bank on his experience coming from the veteran players who have been in every single BAL. USM has never missed a single BAL edition, so just banking on the experience there. Kriol Star, this is their first time, and not the first time for Joel Almeida, but you could see it's the first time for the whole team. But they're able to go ahead and do, the unthinkable by qualifying, as per icon in this video. So this game was exciting. I really, really enjoyed it. And even at the start of this game, I was very shocked to see Kriol Stars not so good first quarter performance, because the performance you have when you're starting the game, it dictates the whole tempo of the game. So if you're not able to start the game well, you can find yourself, it's very difficult for you to get back in the game. But you could see USM had a strong 29-point first quarter, so that was very, that was not a shocker to me, because USM, if they look at you and you look like you're lacking and you're caught slipping, they're gonna go ahead and get up on them points. But as the game progressed, you could see that lead was just it was just a 7-8 point spread all through the game, and it was not a blowout, because USM, if you don't play well and the opposing team playing against USM, not able to mount any consistent offense, they will really struggle. And you could see Kriol Star picked up in the second half, because they had 21 in the third and 28 in the fourth. So you could see there was that need and urgency to at least make the game close so that it can get up in them point differentials, because even if you lose the game, the point differential is very important, and it will allow the team to be able to go ahead and win it. So in this one, Kriol Star, they dominated in rebounds, steals, points from turnovers, which was crazy, because you'd expect them to capitalize on points from turnovers, but still USM were the better team. And bench points. Their bench points were great, and second chance points. And the USM, they were able to get their edge on the assists and fast break points. That's where they were very, very good. And I really enjoyed this game. And this performance tells you everything that you need to know about, these two teams. And these games in the Sahara Conference have by far been the most competitive. We saw the Kalahari Conference the way games were, but in this Sahara Conference, like, any team had a shot at it, and it was not easy. And when I look back at it, I feel like this might go down in history, because we have seen competitive Sahara conferences, especially in 2023, when we saw all the teams had a 3-2 record. That time it was only 5 games that were being played. And when you look at it, you will see that, this one was a bit different, because there were the teams were playing a round robin, playing 2 times, and in any given situation, a team can fall off. When the tournament started, you could see AS Villa Dakar on top, but as they progressed watching these games, they just fell off quickly, and it was sad. So it is what it is. So do drop me your comments down in the comment section what you think about this. I will be dropping videos of this nature. Then I'll also drop a roundup of these videos and just give my final thoughts on this conference, also compared to the Kalari conference prior to the Nile conference. So I'll also make videos just comparing the conference teams and looking at how these teams played in there. So it is what it is. So like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.